Hello and welcome. Everybody's having a great day today. So I apologize for yesterday. We had a storm cell come up right over where we live. It knocked out the power in the area for a little over an hour. And I had some problems getting my shit back and running. And I just was like, you know what? Today is not the day, obviously. As I had just redone a lot of my wiring. I was having some issues with that as well. So today, we should be able to pick back up where we were, which was exploring that last little area in the zone before we started picking up those quests pretty heavily. I'm not sure where we had a last checkpoint before the power went out yesterday. We shouldn't be missing too much from what we did. The game does do checkpoints somewhat regularly, and on top of that, I had a save point manually not that long before. So at most, if I'm just gonna ballpark, we might have lost like 10 minutes, maybe. But we'll see where we're at. At any rate, we are gonna be continuing Tainted Grail. We're in Act 2. We're doing a perception build, which is a crit-based build. I'm focusing on dual wielding. I'm going in for lots of hits to proc those crits more often and to get all of those on-hit stacks up as quickly as possible. That said, smaller monsters, obviously, I'm going to be going in with a heavy attack, and if that doesn't kill him, I'll fall with a single. Really, this build's going to be more towards whenever I'm doing the slow motion on a boss, I should be able to take them out relatively quickly. There's been a couple of times where it didn't work out, but I found ways to kind of get around it. I'm not saying this is the best build. I'm not even saying it's a great build. It's literally the build I've pigeonholed myself into play. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and start booting up this game, and we'll get moving right along here. Oh man, been trying to go through and set up a new setup here, using a bunch of the old equipment that I had, but also like starting to replace equipment that I've been using. And by equipment, I'm talking about my actual home setup, not necessarily my setup in Tainted Grail. Got a new microphone, trying to figure out how to set that up. It's just been me messing with a bunch of tech stuff that is a lot. I'm not used to messing with microphones. Microphones are like definitely a weak spot of mine. As you can probably tell listening to this, I'm fairly confident with video capture. I'm fairly confident with software and hardware relating to that. When we start getting into like audio, I know very little. But everything's, you know, is new until you learn it. So I am doing my best on trying to figure that system out. I don't think what I have currently needs to be replaced regardless. It's really decent for a very low end budget, but it's falling apart. Like it's an older microphone. The cable to it falls out randomly. It's loose. I'll just randomly lose my mic every so often. And again, it's not like a top tier quality by any means, or even a mid tier quality. Obviously, there's some sounds on it that doesn't sound great. The microphone that one of my friends sent me, I'm having a hard time set up. There's no internal software, and I can't seem to get the settings right with all the manual stuff that makes it sound as good as what I'm currently using, which is confusing because I don't understand how the microphone I am currently using is a USB 3 connection that is a higher voltage than the thick like microphone cable. It just seems weird to me. That one is 24 volt and one is 18, 16, somewhere in there. It just seems odd to me that it's a lower voltage, and I don't know. I can't get the sound to the level that I have this one at, when I was expecting to be able to get the sound to a better quality than what I have right now. I'm sure there's a whole lot of user error there. Like I said, I need to look into it more. I only just got the equipment to set it up today. I just realized I didn't boot something. Give me a second. Let me flip this over real quick. I cannot see my commercials right now. I just need to make sure that I have that window pulled up. Let's see. And maybe. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna mess with it more, obviously. I need to really read through an online manual, because I didn't get a manual with it. So I need to read through an online manual, see what it is that I am doing wrong on it, and go from there. I feel like there's something else up top. Sorry, I was like really trying to remember what we ended up doing last night. I feel like there was something up top that I need to look at still. I did not mean to take his crappy little shirt. I feel like... No, I think we did... I think we did everything up there. I think we literally lost power right about here last night. I think is where it went boop, and everything in my house died. Fuses exploded, fireworks went off, the oven, you know, gas leaked and exploded due to the lightning, electrical storm outside. Clearly none of that happened. But realistically, or really, literally, the power went out for a bit, and then I had to reset a bunch of my fuses in the breaker. Nothing that bad. A little bit of hell, no damage. I was actually kind of surprised, as fast and as hard as that storm hit, and with the hell, I was really expecting to be a bunch of branches down in my neighborhood. It didn't look like there was really any damage at all in my neighborhood, which was quite surprising since we all lost power. But sometimes that just is what it is, right? Weird freak storms like that are just an oddity to begin with. I think I'm gonna switch this over real quick, actually, and save everybody the seizure that's about to happen from me mass depositing a lot of crafting materials. So here in a second, I'm gonna raise your athletic proficiency by 20. Interesting. I wonder if that goes over 100. Like, if I wear this at 100, is it 120? Or is it you just don't go past the 100 cap? Very interesting thing I might be able to test out at some point. I have one skill maxed out, but I'm pretty sure the only skill I've maxed out is my one-handed weapons. There. Just gonna go ahead and deposit all this. I'll hold on to the bagpipes. I think there's a quest related to it. I don't think you need the item necessarily for the quest it's related to, but I'm just gonna... These are a pound each. We're just gonna manually hold on to them. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, let me switch this over real quick. I put a sound mixer in front of me, and I keep reaching for it because that's where my stream deck used to be. It's like you're having this issue of like where I reach down, like that's not the right thing. But let me switch this over real quick. That way I'm like dropping off all these materials and you're not just seeing this like flickering black screen every 2 seconds, blinding you and causing you to have a seizure or whatever. Really, really would love to see a deposit all crafting material button. And again, they originally didn't have a design where you could craft from your storage. This is your lockbox, but your storage. Which means I could see why they didn't have just deposit all button, but really, there needs to be a deposit all button on that. There's a sell... Wait, is there a sell off for junk? There's not even a sell-off for junk. Which I guess is fair because for some reason your lockpicks show up in junk. I guess it's labeled other, but it's where all the junk goes. Like your unidentified items and your lockpicks show up with all the garbage. Like tankards and what have you. It's really strange that there's not like, that isn't just put somewhere else. You have like throwables and grenades in consumable. The lockpick, if you break it, it is a consumable. It may not be consumed at the same rate, but I don't understand. Identifying an item consumes the unidentified item, right? I would have rather have seen both of these appear under consumables, like the grenades and never mind, arrows don't appear there. I get why arrows they have a weapon damage associated, but I would love to have seen all those appear in consumables. That way, this is literally just a sell all tab. If shit's in it, just sell it. There's no reason to keep anything in here if those items were removed that I spoke of just a second ago. Just a couple of, just quality of life UI changes. Pause it all on the crafting material, sell all on the other bag after you get rid of the unidentified items and lockpicks being in that bag. Just to speed up people's lives a little.
Always a pleasure to see you. Hello again.
Shop. Sell. And sell all this. Minus the aforementioned items that we literally just talked about. Get rid of all that. Keep. Sell any mana potions because fuck mana. Okay. Sell the crappy chest pieces. Sell all of these. And then we really need to sit down and figure out if I actually did have a quest to collect weird farming equipment. I feel like I did, but I can't find... Sorry, I just realized that my light reset yesterday, and it just occurred to me that I'm like slightly blown out. There we go. So I need to figure out if that was actually a thing or not. That's a way better color. All white and pasty. All right. I guess I'm just going to do a loop. Taking care of it. Well, let's go do this one first, actually. Let's go do a pebble in a pit. That's where we lost power. I was jumping down. I think I killed a couple of them. Yeah, I had just gotten down there. I think I killed a couple of the drowners that were down here, and that's where we lost power. That sounds right. Actually, I don't even know. I might have gone to the drowners. I was going to say, I don't even know if I got it. I don't think I made it to the cave. I mean, we'll get in there and I can, like, answer that for sure. I could just be lying on my ass for all I know right now. But I don't remember going in here, at the very least. I do remember jumping down, but yeah, I don't think we went into the cave. So we were either fighting those drowners or we were about to. So again, yeah, we didn't really lose that much. A few minutes at most. Which is acceptable. And if it wasn't, there's nothing I could do about it anyway. Since... What just killed me? I just died. And I don't mean that as in like, I'm letting you know I just died. I mean like, I don't know what happened. I literally just fell over. Not literally, obviously. Something had to have caused it, but I don't know why. I am so confused with that. I'm not seeing a monster up here. I had to have aggroed something. I mean, if this is just like a kill-all zone, I would hope there'd be like, thick fog or, something. Death Shroud. What is going on? Is something just running laps down there? I don't feel like looting that shit over again. And there's a really good chance I'm just going to instantly die again. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save real quick. And inch towards this opening to figure out what happened. My guess is there was one of those blind ghasts that shoots the laser beam. And that laser beam caught me. That is my guess on how I died. But I legitimately don't see anything. I've aggroed something. Something's aggroed. Something's upset. Yeah, that is probably what happened. Because I do know these guys do instantly kill me. So my guess is I got hit with that laser beam and didn't realize it. It's probably a fair guess on what happened there. A lot of things will one shot me, so that by no means is like shocking or surprising. Yes. Why do I have like a red little debuff? What is that? Every time you land a critical hit, you gain. Oh, okay, it's that pass. Do I have 2 levels? Shit, we should have slept before we came in here. That's not a path, is it? No. Sometimes that moss is covering up a fancy little path, and I just gotta know what it is. Hello? Another elevator over here. Some more gas down there. Oh, this is the same elevator, actually, I think. Going down a level. Is that a rat or a frog? It's a rat. Okay. I'm saying... Ah, shit. That bastard. It's concerning. It's like, where does it stop? Does it keep going? Is it gonna hit me in the face? I feel like I shouldn't have landed that, but we'll... It's really scary to like be holding that going over to a ledge because it automatically loses its 0 stamina and then you're not slow walking anymore. It's like, I'm just gonna accidentally fall off this ledge and not really realize what's happening. Alright, grab all that crap. Fun little tablet that we can't interact with. Ooh, but there is a hidden item. Not an item I care about, but at any rate, we can collect it and sell it later or what have you. Little hidden area. Pretty deep little hidden area, mind you. How deep is this? Oh, it just goes to another ledge. Okay. That probably connects to where we're heading anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack just in case it doesn't. Anytime you have like a permanent drop down, I'm saying permanent like a loose sense, right? Obviously you can loop all the way back around after you exit the dungeon. But to avoid doing that, I do like going back and making sure that any drop down isn't going to lead me somewhere separate. And I'm pretty sure there are drop downs right there. So I think we're good going down here. I am so used to playing our game where spaces dodge, so I keep jumping randomly, trying to dodge their attacks. This is a problem when you play a couple different games at the same time. You get the buttons like fucking confused with each other. Grab all that. Might as well grab this. This is probably back to the elevator shaft. I guess we could try sniping while we're up here. Killed laser beam boy. Guy's coming for our butt. Hello, sir. Sure if we aggroed anything else. Well, I mean, something's aggroed, but I don't know if it's running towards us was my point there. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go this way. Laser beam guy. I'm so bad with the bow, it's not even funny. I'm not as bad as trying to parry, but I am pretty bad with the bow. Stamina compensation for like keeping it drawn is a little ridiculous when you're not spec'd into it. I am hoping that if you are spec'd into it, it's a lot easier and a lot better on your stamina bar. I would hope. I'm sure it is. Again, I don't have any points in marksman, so I am seeing the worst version of trying to use a bow. People down here with the ghasts? I like... Goodbye, sir. Someone called me a milkmaid. Oh, I didn't want all of that, but whatever. Guess we'll take it. Far too late now. Oh my god, what in the fuck? And me without my throwable bombs. Did we pick any up? No. Alright, we're just gonna pelt them with arrows. If we can shoot through this, we will. Nope, we can't even shoot. Wait, did we? Did the second one go through? No. If you're gonna make a game that has bows and arrows, and you don't make railings a non-solid object, oh my god, not even the top of it? What do you want from me? Where do I need to be where I can shoot this over this fucking railing?
I'll teach you to respect me.
Oh, they're all attacking each other now. They've gotten to the point where all hell's broken loose.
I'll teach you to respect me.
Ow. Ow. Oh, rocks, you assholes. I guess maybe I shot under his armpit. Seems a little iffy, but we're just gonna assume I shot under his armpit. Goodbye, sir. I can't loot him through this? Well, at least let me attack him through it, so at least there's that. Probably couldn't have shot through it. But since the tip of my weapon technically cuts past that wall, I think that counts as a hit, or why it counted as a hit, is because my weapon is longer than the other side of that wall is from me. God, there's just a shit show of crap down here with them all fighting each other. There's those bombs I wish I had like 2 seconds ago. Too late now. All of this. I have a bunch of random equipment I can drop whenever we over encumber ourselves. Not too concerned just yet on. Sure, I can drop it. Not too concerned yet on my encumbrance on picking really everything up. There's another drop down. Another drop down. I am so used to being able to shoot more than one arrow at a time. Well, not at a time, but like back to back. That the fact in this one that every time I try doing that, because I'm like just used to it in any other game, and it has like this. Oh, you can only draw it a quarter of the way. You don't have enough stamina to shoot 2 full arrows back to back. It's like, right, like that. I keep forgetting about it too. It's not so much that's the mechanic, it's just that that is such an odd way to handle that.
Keep your eyes peeled. Beg for mercy.
I did just realize that they have directional input on the little flame on your arrows. That's nice. That's a nice little touch. I'm might be sounding sarcastic after my complaining about the things they aren't doing, but no, that is a very, very nice little touch. But really, it's only sprinkles on top if the cake is good, right? Otherwise, it's not really doing much on its own. But this game does have like a lot of little like attention to details. It seems really odd. A very strangely juxtaposed game, like when you really get down to like what's going on in this game. It's very obvious, and I'm not saying this in like a political way. I'm not going to get into the politics of if it's good that they used it or not to begin with, but it seems obvious that they use some form of AI or generation placement of obstacles in dungeons and the world map, which is fine. Is what it is. But if you're using it, you need to go back and double check, like scrutinize what was placed, because there's a lot of times where something is placed like in a wall, like where this barrel is awkwardly like halfway into this rock, and it just looks weird. Or a tree is like in a chair or stuff like that. Like things that don't really make, oh shit. It don't really make sense for like item placement.
You fight like a milkman.
Now, I was kind of expecting you to die. I'm proud of you. Like, and I don't mind where stuff's going like this, where it's like, it's a ruined cart and there's like some rubble on it. If that clips, I'm not gonna be scrutinizing that. When you have like a pristine barrel in a pristine rock, it doesn't look right. Like, and this pushes it. But I'm talking about like things that are like worse than that. Badly worse than that. And I think it's more prevalent like on the world map. But I have seen it in some of like the like mega dungeons that are in this game. There are several cases where it's like a giant castle in a little like cave, and you're just in that place for like 3 hours trying to explore all of it. And I've seen it in there because it's a large area, right? And in the world map, a lot of times it seems like they did go back and like roughly check their areas in smaller dungeons, but I'm not saying I don't see it in them. It's just far less common. And I guess there is the argument there is less room to cover, so therefore it's probably not happening as often. Can I level here? Oh sweet, I can. Perception, right? I kind of feel like I should get my dex, strength, and endurance up to 10. But I'm gonna just, well, let's get this up to 30. We'll get this up to 30, and we'll go back and get that up to 10, and then I'll consider these two, just to get them up in case a piece of equipment comes. Honestly, these stats are only what they are, is so I can equip certain pieces of equipment. That's the only reason these have points in them. That said, attack speed, attack damage, and stamina regeneration / health and encumbrance load. All of these are pretty important for any build, really, if you're doing a melee-based build, mind you. But endurance is so useful. Because not only is this like how much you can carry, it's also how much you can equip. It's a 2-in-1 for that stat. So the higher your carry rate is also the higher of your equipment load. Before you start getting the slow rolls, the slow movement. I didn't even put my points in. I didn't get water before we started. Last time, I think we saw somewhere we're going to dump a living shit ton of points. I don't remember where that was, though. It wasn't that's for sure. Unless I already did it. Where was this? There was some, like, real early thing where it was like, dump all your stats here. And I was like, I definitely need to do that. Maybe we already handled it. We already have melee damage maxed out. We have everything in here maxed out that we want. Heavy attacks, I don't care about my target's stamina. That's not something that's going to be anything anywhere near my build. I guess we were doing this now. I guess we were just up in attack speed. I guess we finished whatever it was we were looking at, which I feel like was something in perception. Oh, it was probably this. I was probably maxing out the increased crit damage. It looks like I finally got through that. So, I don't need that necessarily. Every time you have a critical, you gain. I feel like I need to do these two. I don't know if I care about the movement speed thing. It's only for 5 seconds. But that said, we're just going to max out our attack speed. We're done with this pain window. That's what I meant by pain. I didn't mean like the pain of having to do this window, but just the fact that the window is referred to as a pain. I think you get what I'm saying. At any rate, reduces the time it takes to change weapons. I don't care about that. Increases attack speed after killing an enemy. I don't care about that. I don't care about small enemies, which is the only time you're going to see hordes. Granted, a lot of bosses have little minions that they'll summon. They can still get those attack boosts during a boss fight. But I'm more interested in trying to keep that single target, single fight, DPS, and survivability, mostly focusing on DPS, as high as possible. So anything that's like after kill, I'm like, I don't care about that. For what I am doing, I don't care about it. I'm not saying it's not a good ability, and again, there's some bosses that have minions, but not all bosses have minions, and I'm looking at building stuff that can fight bosses. And I get that there's going to be some bosses that are just going to counter my build up right, more than likely. But nonetheless, I am here to focus on the boss fights, on trying to get them done as efficiently and as quickly as possible. Because if you can kill a boss fast, you can kill an ad quicker, right? So, and you can already see that most enemies I'm like one-hitting anyway. It's just in a lot of cases trying to get to that enemy. Grab all that. Okay. That was a very long and needless rant. Ooh, there's a chest. Aha! I have been back here. So here's our little jumpy thing that we're going to do real quick. I don't know if anything's over here, but it doesn't hurt to look. There's definitely a mining node. And a back staircase, meaning that what we just did was spawns. And there's the way to get that chest. We just kind of cheated by jumping up on. Oh, never mind. That's not a staircase. That's a drop-off. Never mind. What we did was not pointless. I take it back. It was the proper way to get to that chest. I kind of snuck. What the fuck?
Please, someone hear me.
Hi. And obviously this is like a really bad case of clipping, but I think they're doing it intentional here. Maybe. I'm assuming this is supposed to be intentional. In this case.
That's me, or it was. Soon I'll be one of them. I can't hold on any longer.
This is a very strange voice actor for like what I'm physically
Please
seeing,
help
but
me. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. They don't want me to let go. Wait.
it sounds like a child.
They say you must leave. That I belong to them now. it might be too late already.
Oh, I can free you. Don't you worry. I can free you. Though it looks like, oh my god, I do this every fucking time. I don't actually have my mining pick set to like, a speed button, because usually when you're up to something that is mineable, it prompts you. That's not mineable. I don't want to hit him, so I'm not going to try mining that wall just yet, but push comes to shove, we'll come back. We'll smack. I like how it gives you a pickaxe if you want to carry one there. That's concerning. I feel like that should just instantly kill a bomb guy. Ow. 6 potions. Of that type, anyway. I obviously have way more potions than that in my bags. Not an infinite supply, mind you, but that is one kind of potion of many that I'm carrying, at least. However, it's also my most numerous potion, so the fact that's starting to get low is a little concerning. Can't wait to see how much damage I'm doing in Act 3. There's gotta be better weapons and equipment in Act 3, right? It's kind of how these progression-esque games go. The further acts you get, the better armor and weapons you get. Usually go hand in hand. It doesn't have to go hand in hand. Alright, we fell down, we went around. Through here. Looked around. This is back in this room with the elevator. This crap. Interesting. Is that death? Do we think that's death? If we jump down there, do we die? It's probably death, right? You know we have to try it. Yep, death. Just death. It looked like death. We knew that was coming. That wasn't a situation of, will this kill me? I don't know. Oh, I'm mad now because it killed me. And that's, no, I mean, that's pretty obvious. It was gonna be death. I had to check it out. We saved beforehand. We're fine. We expected it. Curiosity got the best of us. You look weird. I didn't want that, but whatever. I guess we got it. Okay. The final tunnel. That's before the final tunnel. And then the final tunnel. I went the wrong way. Nice resident loot, those guys exploded. Okay. Let's see if there's a way to free our friend going deeper in. Ooh, crystal people. I don't know what you do. I am concerned. Looks like they just throw shit. These guys are kind of tanky. They're real quick on throwing and swinging. Like, the speed that they rip out a new weapon from them is kind of ridiculous. Frostbitten warrior. They aren't crystal, they're ice. I don't know about that. Okay. Kill the guys, maybe free the kid. Fair enough. Let's go see if it worked. Let me up. Well, he is indeed gone. Perhaps he escaped, was the dialogue that came up there. I guess we'll see if he's outside, right? Well, let's make our way back to the elevator. I am lost. Sorry, I am borderline lost. This is what I'm looking for. Did I get up there? I don't remember if that's somewhere I've actually been or not. I'm really not sure how I would get to it either. This isn't it. This goes back up here. Yeah, I don't know where you would go to have that drop down point. Been there. I don't know. Is a spot that might have some up sightings. That was concerning because it looked like we were about to fall through the fucking elevator. Fall to our death more than likely, but I guess we survived. Well, it's kind of expected him at the exit, but on the inside, I mean. Maybe he's on the outside. If he's on the outside, then hopefully he's with the rest of his clan. They could have just moved immediately to the rest of his clan. Oh, nope, there he is.
If I'd known it would end up like this, I never would have gone in there alone. Now, neither the Stone Wardens nor my own tribe will want me back.
They need people, but maybe just not for that. What are you trying to prove going there on your own? You know what those creatures
I think
were.
they were old miners. Maybe someone cursed them, or perhaps the weirdness got to them.
The second
I
one.
have no idea.
Unless you
I
want to
hope
just
they
consider
forget
the
about
weirdness
them
is a
completely.
curse.
I don't
And then
want to remember.
both?
If it weren't for you, I'd be one of them by now. I owe you my useless life. Look, I'm grateful for the rescue, but do you really have to kick me while I'm down? I wasn't a skilled enough hunter to stay with my tribe, and not a good enough miner for the Stone Wardens. There's nothing left for me. And if I'm not a Dalrita, then who am I?
You're your own person. You choose what you want to do. Yeah.
Freedom, huh? That's a pretty foreign concept for us, Dalrita. You know, we're used to knowing what to do and who we're doing it for. And now, I'm just supposed to make my own decisions. Don't answer that. I'm just talking to myself. It's not worth talking to me. Even I'm sick of it.
You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Slap out of it, kid. Alright. Well, good luck. I'll tell Carl you're safe.
Thanks again. I'll try to make something of myself.
Poor kid, down in the dumps. Why did my camera just pan all the way down like that? Like my character's just like slowly depressed about what just happened. Alright. At this point, we have fully explored Act 2 of what is available for us at the moment, unless I missed a cave or dungeon somewhere, which is not possible. God damn it, I just wanted a fast way back to town. No. I had to jump in the water because I can't make it up the rock. For a game that has so many little jump puzzles, the parkour system in this game is a little different. You start talking about like things you should be able to jump up, and you can't. Kind of weird when you have jump puzzles in the game with that. Hold on, we're actually gonna turn around and go take care of this quest now. So we'll gather this while we're here, why not? Despair respawns like every 2 seconds, I feel like. Is there a good way around them? Definitely need past them. We can just slip by through here. Is this work? Oh my god. Okay, I was about to say. Case in point. Nah, that's fine. We got past it. Hello, undead guy. Not one of the talkative ones, eh? Hello.
I knew that place was cursed. Mother, have mercy on those poor souls who never found their way out. The sea is not with you. Did you manage to knock some sense into him? Ah, he is. That's why he couldn't be one of us. To be a stern warden, your spirit must be like a rock, solid and unwavering. I hope you share those traits, because you'll need them. I'll help you start on your path with us. First, you'll need to make a talisman sung from Weirdstone.
Easy
Our
enough.
first, and in a way, our most important creation. It stays with us when we join the ranks, and is our only companion when we fall into the stone dream.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that's knowledge I can't share with you. Not here. And not until you've spoken with our leader at the Forlorn Swords.
Fair enough.
One that will allow me to see if Oogway was right to send you my way. Here, follow this design, and when you're done, show the talisman to me. Shoddy work would be an insult to both me and Avalon.
Stone Warden Talisman. Is there a crafting station here? Probably not, right? That would be too easy. They have a crafting station here. Like this. This is one of those things I was talking about. It's a tree stump that probably, I mean, it could have grown here. The tree stump could have grown here. But the fact that there's a crate shoved into that tree stump, bit odd. Bit odd. It's not a damaged crate, mind you. It's not like, oh, it's a damaged crate that got smashed up against the wall and, you know, it's just clipping. Or here, where there's one, like, in the tent. Like, there's a lot of instances on the overmap of that. And this is like a quest giver's camp, right? You would think someone would have reviewed the assets. And it could have been something where it was built properly at one point, and then something got shifted later on when they were like placing one of the characters here and they didn't realize it. I get that happening every so often, but the level that it happens in this game makes it feel like it was just, we did AI generated placement and didn't really check our work afterwards. Like, you gotta go back and check stuff. And again, there's gonna be mistakes regardless of like the system you use, how you do it, whatever. It just seems pretty prevalent in this game. And it's probably only so noticeable because, I mean, it's a very nice looking game otherwise, right? I mean, it's not like breaking ground on like graphics, but it is a decent looking game. It's striking. It's got a good palette. There's some really good visuals in it. There's some fun stuff going on. So when you do end up seeing those like weird little oddities, they just kind of stick out like a sore thumb, unfortunately. Alright, where in the fuck is there a crafting station in this town?
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Where? I need a, yeah, you need a crafting station. You can't craft from your inventory. I don't know where a crafting station or an alchemy station is here now I'm thinking about it.
Hello. Come on.
Huh. I thought those might be something interesting, but not so much. Sell. Keep. keep. No mana potions. Nothing I want to sell since we're in town. Let's drop it off. Keep all of that. Keep all of that. Sell the pots and the pans.
Leave it already? And we were
Stone.
having such a good... Oh, hello there.
Where can I craft? Does crafting show up? Yeah, there might be crafting down there. That might be where we need to go. Down towards the blacksmith, there could be a crafting station. Good place to start, at any rate. I don't remember how to get down there quickly, but... Shit, we were just short. I feel like I should have made that. I feel like... That was one of those things where my character was like, ah, and invisible wall. Slide down the invisible wall. Alright, probably after we finish selling stuff is where that quick save was. Oh, well, a little bit worse than that. Hopefully we've already talked to the guy, right? Okay, we've done dialogue already. We have the pattern. We'll know now that the invisible wall is there and cannot jump on that sweet little stack. I feel like the bear's aggro is so odd. Like sometimes you'll run by him like just then and you want to aggro him, and sometimes you'll run behind him from a distance and you're like, what? You're like, why? Just why? And it could be just different bears, different times of day. I don't know how the AI's... Well, when I'm saying AI in this case, I mean just the intelligence coded to the NPCs in the game. I don't know what the code for the bears look like. I mean, it could just be like, it's raining! And that provides noise, and therefore they can't hear you as well. It could be that. I don't know. Like I said, they have some pretty interesting attention to details in this game sometimes that it wouldn't shock me if they're like, it's raining, that's increased noise and you're stealthier. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if that's what they're doing. Hello, ma'am. I have returned.
Oh, there you are. I'm so glad to see you. I haven't had the chance to properly thank you for helping me with the hospital. Truth be told, it's still rather hectic here. But at least I don't have to constantly worry about money and supplies anymore.
That's the important
part. I
part.
wish I had more time for all the patients. But perhaps, in time, we'll be able to bring in another healer, or at least an apprentice.
Someone to at least help somehow.
Not really. Everything has been going quite well, though Legate Denham isn't too happy about this development. Oh, if you come across any herbs or potion ingredients, feel free to bring them to me. I'd be happy to buy them. Bonksy is amazing at what she does, but you can never have too much of that kind of thing.
Fair enough. Secure the future of the hospital for the good of the local folk. Doesn't look like that's directed in any specific path you could have taken doing this. Just doing it in general is good enough for that achievement. Let's see here. Let's just open the shop. Let's see what she's selling. Crazy potion. Oh, a thorn potion damage. Thorn damage potion. Don't know what the English was in that last statement I had, but whatever. Alright. That quest is done. I don't remember where the safe way down... Oh, here it is.
You doing okay?
Never noticed this before? Who are you? Filth? Oh my god. It's Aladdin. I think I just found Aladdin. If I steal from Aladdin, is it considered stealing? If you steal stolen goods, is it stealing? At that point, it might just be like reclaiming, right? Well, he doesn't care about this stuff. He did care about his chest. You don't touch a thief's chest. They're very protective of that. Anything else seems to be free game. Now, if there was a monkey here, I'd definitely be like, it's 100% Aladdin. Horseshoes? I haven't seen the item horseshoe before. Seems different. Alright, you like a cool rogue dealer selling lockpicks and daggers?
This is unexpected. You look beautiful, you know. And
Hey,
you
don't
have a
kidnap me and sell me.
beautiful soul. Maybe even more than just one.
Oh?
I can hear them fluttering. I see their soft shimmer. Will you show me?
Show me
Show
my...
me.
I don't know
Show me.
how to do that.
Trust me. Even though filth is filth, I can be generous. I want to be generous. I want to be good. And you should feel special.
This feels
That could happen.
strange. Sign sent me. Do you know something about the locked trapdoors in the destroyed warehouse? What are you talking about?
Souls, trinkets, all those that belonged to others, but are now yours, because you dared to reach for them. For you. A blessing of sophistication, or perhaps splendor.
Ah,
those who have had
he's not
something
talking about the
taken
twin
away,
souls of
a
mine
blessing
and Arthur's.
perhaps
He's talking about
even
the souls of like the
can be worth
valuables,
experiencing.
which I've stolen over the years from, you know,
Deeply
killing enemies or
and
whatever.
intensely. Coins, items. Items become coins. They gain a soul.
A story.
Man who is a scavenger, whether he's filth or not. A soul that yearns. Ah, the gateway to the hidden beggar's kingdom. To open it, you'll need a royal scepter. A truly fancy old key, which
That
lucky
I'm
for you,
possessed for a low
I
price of
happen to
5
possess.
million gold.
I haven't been there for quite some time. I'll lend you my key, but only if you promise to retrieve something that was left behind for me.
Something that he left behind as in didn't steal. Let's be specific here.
A curious cube. It has symbols and moves, and it
Rubik's
tinkles
Cube?
delightfully, very interesting and amusing. The first time I was there, I was too afraid to bring it to the surface.
You were too afraid to
Didn't
steal
want
it.
others to look at it. But now, I want to have it here. Here. Take the key. Bring the cube to me.
Make me feel nice on the inside. You'll give me such a valuable key just like that. Where did you get the key from? We don't care about those questions.
Oh, and one more thing. If you have anything that once belonged to someone else, I'll gladly take care of it.
So this is our fence for Act 2. The fence for Act 1 is the... No, like... Sprite? Or like a dramatic kind of gnome? Some sort of fae spirit that looked like a woman inside the crypts that are in Act 1 acted as your fence there. Seems like your Act 2 fence is filth. I don't think he's a fae himself, but definitely has something going on. Not all there. Surprised I've never been on this side of town before. Only one house is over here, but still.
You doing okay? How can I help? Oh no. Are you one of those people obsessed with my son? I'm sorry, but we don't accept visitors. Goodbye.
Ah.
I'm sorry, but I don't share any information about Arden. I'd appreciate it if you left him alone. Dangerous? Those almanacs he writes about armor? Are we talking about the same books?
Yes. Ain is an armor. He doesn't know what he's talking about. There's a bounty on his head. I was sent to collect it. Yeah, let's not tell him that. His bounty on his head. He pissed off some real blacksmith. People are using his books to make armor and dying.
Wait, I never thought. I mean, I knew Arden's books were out there, but I always figured they were just collecting dust in some forgotten corner. Who in their right mind would use those to make actual armor? By the gods, he's not an armorer. He's just a boy with his nose in a book.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. You're publishing his work. Stop playing dumb. You must have known these things. Didn't you see this coming? You must have known the risk when you left the merchants take his work. I don't think I don't know if he's publishing the work himself, so it seems weird like call him out for that. This, maybe. But did you see this coming? You must have known the risk when you let the merchants take his work. Is definitely part of their answer.
Now that you say it, I suppose I should have known. When those merchants from Timberwall came asking for more of Arden's work, I should have realized something was off. They weren't just interested in making a few copies. Oh, Mother, help me. I let it happen. I thought... I just wanted him to feel... I don't know, recognized. I never stopped to think how serious it might all become. That someone would actually try to make armor based on his advice. I should have thought of it then. Should have seen the risk. But no, I just thought it'd be a little bit of coin. A bit of pride for Arden. Now look at the mess I've caused. Go inside. Speak with my son if you want. I'd be grateful if you could try to explain this to him.
How old is this kid gonna be? Like, he's saying kid, but is he like 16, 10, 5? Like, what are we talking here? 20? I don't think at any point in time a 20-year-old was considered a kid, but I guess you never know. Hold on. Have I seen models for children in this game? I've seen skeletons of children. I don't think I've seen, like, actual children, though. Oh, this is not a child. This is a fucking... maybe 18. Maybe 18.
My father let you in? He never lets anyone through. I don't get visitors. Ever. You must be important. What could you possibly want with me? The Knights of the Round Table. I used to read all about their adventures, and I'd always get stuck on the paths when they described armor. What type of steel was it? What kind of joints did it use? How did it move with the body? I needed to know how all the pieces fit together. Knights are impressive, yes, but what really caught my interest was how their armor worked. It's not just about charging into battle like people think. There's a logic to it. A system. I suppose the stories of adventure and heroism are part of it too. But armor. A knight can't fight if his armor doesn't fit exactly right. And there's something...
Okay, so this guy seems to have a general interest and enthusiasm. I wish there was an option just like, yes, this, but follow up, and there might be, but then follow up with, hey, I know a blacksmith you could train under and learn like the trade proper. Because when you have like the enthusiasm he's talking about, it needs to be nurtured properly. And he could spend time figuring it out himself. He could. But definitely needs to stop writing these books where it sounds like he already knows what he's talking about.
Dangerous? How could writing about armor smithing be dangerous? I don't understand. I'm not telling anyone to go into battle with the things I make. I'm just documenting the process. The way I see it. the way I learn.
But people
It's no
are
different
using it
than
that
a
way.
chronicler writing about wars or knights. Their words don't cause harm. My books, they're meant to show how beautiful armorsmithing is. I love the craft, the intricacies, the details. Why should that be dangerous?
Armorers are furious because your books make their craft look easy. People don't realize they're just experimenting. They see your books as expert knowledge. That one.
But that doesn't make sense. Why would they trust me more than actual armorers? I'm just someone who loves writing about the craft. Why would anyone take my words over the words of someone who's been working metal their whole life?
That's a fair question.
I thought they'd see it for what it is. Just the way I understand things. It's not meant to replace real experience. I'm perplexed. How could anyone think that?
Both of these are kind of right. You know, people see the name printed on work and they assume you're an authority because it's been printed. If something has gone through the process, especially in like this kind of time, printed books were usually some level of authority, right? If it was good enough to be printed in mass, there had to be something to it. And yeah, the moment the book's at the market, people stop questioning the method. They just saw that as being a factual point. I don't know which one I want to tell them. I think this one.
Shops? But they're sold like any other book. That doesn't make them some kind of holy text. People shouldn't stop questioning just because something is written down.
Shouldn't.
It's one way of doing things, not the only way. Why would anyone think that? I hear what you say, but it doesn't seem fair. I just wanted to share my ideas.
I don't think you need to stop. You maybe just need like a warning or a preface or something. Like, listen, how about putting a disclaimer that you have no real knowledge of the craft? Would you consider writing to the blacksmith for Lawrence of South? You can learn a lot from him. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that because that's what I was saying from the beginning. I think he just needs to go and sit down with an actual, like, you can slowly learn these things over time by working with it. But as love with the craft that he had, learning from someone who's been doing it for years is probably going to be really beneficial to him. And I'm sure he would actually enjoy that process.
Osbricht. Yes, I've heard of him. He's the one who developed the unique folding technique for battle hammers, right? His work is incredible. I've never thought about writing to him, though. I don't usually reach out to people. They tend to misunderstand me. And what if he doesn't reply? Or what if my ideas seem foolish to him? What if I say something wrong?
I'll make sure yeah. I think I understand you enough to explain the situation.
Know Osbricht?
I know we just met, but...
Friends with him? I didn't think... I mean, he's a legend. I've been studying his techniques for years, but the thought of actually getting to speak with him? I didn't think that was even possible. If you can get my letter to him, I could finally ask him about his folding methods, his process, everything. This is... I don't know what to say. It feels unreal. If Osbricht replies, if he reads my work, maybe I could really learn from him. This could change everything. Here's my letter. Thank you. If
I don't think he's a bad guy. I mean, when you first get that book and the quest kind of sets it up, it seems like he's just taking advantage of people.
Armor or anything.
He could be lying to me right now. He could be lying to me.
I'm always here.
But it just seems like someone who's just generally admires a craft, but doesn't fully have training in it. And didn't understand the ramifications of him publishing his works. He didn't have the real world knowledge of the implications of what he was doing. And I mean, what do? You just inform, instruct, and help if they're open to receiving that help.
So, did you find what you were looking for? He sure is. As skilled as any four-dweller, ambitious as a knight of the Round Table. Only shame is, he can't seem to leave that cursed basement. You can see for yourself, he doesn't handle, well, people too easily. Sometimes I wondered if I did something wrong. The boy never looks anyone in the eye. He only lives for those armors of his, and he'd eat nothing but that cursed fish soup if he could. But his mother, may
Fish
the
soup.
All-Mother shine upon her soul, she always said that's what makes him unique. So I love him, and I support him with all my heart.
These are just nice people. These are just shockingly nice people in this, like, world that's been built. Maybe you could send him to Horns. They take... Nah. He'll manage. He's a smart boy. He's worth trusting. Honestly, the Horns of the House kind of seems like shit. I think him getting out and meeting the blacksmith, I think we'll get somewhere with that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't trust myself or my own parenting. That's something to think about.
Everybody's
Thank you for sharing
different,
this
and
much.
everybody has a different path.
Please, don't
Just
return
because
here,
your path
and
is a
don't
little
tell
bit different
anyone
than
where
someone
Arden
else's
Shadowblade lives,
doesn't
for
mean,
his safety
you know,
and mine.
that it can't be a path worth pursuing. I'm really hoping that Osborne, I've called him Osborne if that's not actually his name, sorry, but the blacksmith at the Horns of the South, I really hope he's like receptive to this. I hope I'm able to explain to him exactly what's going on here, and that I don't think he had any real ill intent, just not enough informedness to realize what he was doing.
Always a
Wherewithal,
pleasure
whatever you
to
want to call it. Street smarts. What the hell? I put a marker. Oh, there it is.
Oh, hello there.
I really thought I needed to go north. I guess we need to go west. Should be a staircase over here. Yup. What are we doing down here? Ow. Oh, right. Thiefland. Are the thieves people? Are the thieves fae? The world may never know. Oh, like, that's just a hole. Hole in a hole. Milk, feather, nothing, nothing. Might as well grab all this, like, food stuff that's been down here for centuries and it's still perfectly fine. Honestly, that's an issue that have, like, existed in a lot of games. Even Elder Scrolls games have this issue to some extent, where it's like, oh yeah, this family tomb that no one's been into for like 100 years. Here's some fresh milk. Like, I know there's not milk in that game, but you know what I'm meaning. Fresh meat, fresh food of some sort. Skeever meat, whatever the hell would have been there. Maybe scroll language at the Whispers. Found one scroll. Hello? Something's down here. Hello. Zombie? I couldn't tell if that was a zombie or a drowner. Technically, I think they're both a type of undead, but I don't know which one's looking at. So we got some big bad undeads down here, eh? There's a house down there. Well, this is fun. There's like actual housing and stuff down here, like some weird undertown. Fun undertown. Hello, sir. I wonder, was Filth an undead? I didn't think he was a... I didn't think he was a Fae, but he could be an undead. I didn't think about that when I saw him. That's very possible. I mean, he's talking about souls. He's talking about being filth. He very well could have been an undead. That might be why he's like covered in like cloth, right? He has his face hidden. I mean, outside the fact that he's a thief and doesn't want his face seen because he steals shit all the time, doesn't want to get caught. But it could be also the fact that he was hiding his face because he's actually undead. That did not occur to me. Alright, so we're down here looking for a box. A cube of some sort. I mean, it literally sounded like it was a Rubik's Cube, but we'll wait to actually see it before we just say that that is indeed what we're looking for. Because that would be odd and funny at the same time. Yeah, I just wanted my trusty Rubik's Cube. It's precious to me. Have you seen a Rubik's Cube before? It's the only one of its kind in this universe. Oh, this seems like the way out. Let's check over here first. I just don't accidentally lead myself on the way out before we check all of our like nooks and crannies. 103. Might as well have been a 1. Don't even know what the difference was. The world may never know. Alright. None of these doors are open. That's like this. What is going on here? There's scaffolding that goes into this door. And I get that you can make an argument. It's nailed into the door. I don't know. I don't buy it. It's clipped in. And that's something that probably shouldn't have been clipped in, right? Like, that's just weird. Oh, this seems sketch. There's this Rubik's Cube of Doom. What the fuck is it in? Like a circle of containment? Banishment? If I step into it, does it summon monsters? If I take it, does it explode? Did I just summon demons to this world? Like, I kind of expected, like, to step into that and the cube was actually a demon being held in play. Maybe it was a demon. I guess we don't actually have any proof whether or not it was a demon or not. Kind of hoping the last that blinking on my theft is ridiculous. I'm assuming that the last scroll is in here somewhere. I'm gonna jump down. Do we think that path we saw leads to this? We've been down all other paths, right? It's just that long hallway into the cave and then this. I'm gonna jump down. I'm just gonna go ahead and like make that commitment to like jump down here. No cool behind the waterfall passageway. I guess if you did it every time, you know, just oh, okay. I was about to be like, there's no way out of here. We're just stuck forever until the end times. Oh my God! It's a door behind a waterfall. It's the thing we were talking about. Oh God, it's nighttime. Can we sleep on this, like, weird little extrusion? No? Fair enough, I guess. Where are we? What about here? This is like actual ground. Can we... I know it's a slanty ground. Doesn't like slanty ground. That's fair. I'm not saying that's not right, but it's just unfortunate. How do we get out of the water? Where do we go if we fall in the water? Also like how I still have my bonfire out, like I'm gonna place it somewhere. There has to be a ramp somewhere, right? Somewhere there has to be a ramp or a path. There. This is seeming less and less likely this is the right direction. I'm becoming less and less confident in my choice and path. Alright, committed to go this far. We might as well see it through to its end. Where is anything back here in general? Can we sleep on this road? Oh, that might be our path. That's our path. There's our ramp. Okay, so this wasn't for naught. Ever. I don't think there's like anything back here in general. Aha! Worth it, you say? Got some things to sell or store, whichever. Consumables, as they are. I don't think we can sleep on this ramp. It's a rock, not dirt. Not sure if you can place campfires on rocks. I think they have to be on dirt. Wrong, but I am not seeing this being played. Oh, sweet. There we go. Level up. We got a point. There's our 30. I'm gonna look at putting points in these next. What are we at so far? We've been dumping points all day long into perception. We should have an insane, like, increased 30% crit chance at this point, right? I don't know what we started at, but we do have an over 75% crit chance. So that's pretty good. Crit damage. Jeez. 376%. That feels pretty nice, right? A 76% crit chance on a, like, speed melee build sounds really good to me. Alright, there wasn't anything in here, right? Staggering, we don't care. Our weapons are light, that's not going to do very much for us. Below health, don't care. Endurance, I don't think we care about any of this. Dexterity. Don't care about changing weapons. Don't care about after killing an enemy. Don't care about those. Don't care about those. Whoops, we went too far. I don't care about anything in spirituality. Perception and practicality are last ones. We're not really concerned about stealth. We're not concerned about just using daggers. Although I think there was something in here that we could do. Yeah. I think I can jack my attack speed up higher with this one because it doesn't say with the dagger, it just says with the dagger equipped. And if I keep doing a sword dagger combo, I'm always gonna have it. And this, it looks like I can get a good increase in my crit damage as well, just for having a dagger equipped. And that it would apply with the sword I've equipped as well. That increases my backstab by 100. That said, I'm not going to be doing anything in that just yet. That is definitely a down the road thing. Me doing stuff in armor is probably going to be very beneficial too, just so I can increase my armor threshold. And I think somewhere, deal an additional 20% of your armor as damage with type melee weapons. That's probably really good to get too. That's just more damage. But for the moment, like we said, we're going into this and we're going to dump these points into... Yeah, these two. I don't know how I feel about this one, honestly. Every time you land a crit, you gain 50% reduction against the next enemy you suffer. Every time you land a crit, you gain 30% damage reduction against the next enemy you suffer. So if I hit 5 times, does that mean I have over 100% damage reduction for the next hit if I hit fast enough? Is that what that's saying? Or is that just saying it's a one-time deal? You hit, that's it, it's not stackable. I'm assuming it's not stackable. Because otherwise that percentage is really high. If that's stackable, that's a really high percentage, right? Because, I mean, in 3 hits on second tier, you're at 90% already. And being a speed melee build, I'm basically always going to be at 90% at least. But a 30% reduction on damage with how little health I have is probably really important. I'm pretty sure my stamina is good at where we're at now. We have a bunch of stuff that gives us stamina on hit, on stuff like that, so... Yeah, I think we put our 1 point here and the next 3 go here. And I'll keep an eye on my stamina, but I don't think I need that at all. I think a 30% damage reduction based on the fact that we have such little health and defense. Having that reduction is probably really important. And even if it's not stackable, that's still a 30% reduction in damage that we take. That's still pretty good. But if it is stackable, that's busted. I just really doubt it's stackable. Too bad they don't live long enough for me to really test it. Well, hold on, we should have 2 stacks if we could get 2 stacks. Yeah. The way it's worded, it sounds stackable. Every time you land a crit, you gain 30% damage reduction against the next hit you suffer. That makes it sound like it's stackable. But I think logically, I think that would be a bit overpowered if that percentage was that high. And it did just stack. Let's go ahead and go this way. Dear God, that's a giant asteroid. What are we doing? Aberrant Minds. We need to kill something and get its brain. What was it? Is it the poison guys or was it the weird dog people? Really sure. Also, there was no like timeout either for how long that buff lasts, which makes me feel like it doesn't stack even more because otherwise there's definitely a time limit on it. Like, oh yeah, within 5 seconds. Like, there'd be some sort of qualification on when that worked. Did I aggro that bear? What is that bear doing? It's just freaking out from the tree. We didn't kill these Spriggans last time we were here because Spriggans are a pain in the ass. We're gonna kill them this time, damn it. Running in, we're activating our speed up. We're watching our stamina bar because that's what I'm curious about. Yeah, there's not an instance where I don't have stamina. Like, there's no reason for us to do anything that increases our stamina regeneration anymore. Having it like such a high chance on hit and something else. Like I think there's 2 things that have that chance to give me my stamina back. Damn, I've like pissed off everything in the area. I mean, we've gotten our damage pretty good so far. Dude, I'm sorry. At higher rates, it should be a percentage less likely for it to ever just be centered automatically. Just saying. The number of times where it's like, oh, it's 102, it's 99, it's this high skill cap. It's just like, it's already centered. I'm just turning it. I don't have to figure anything out. It's just already there. Make it to where it's less likely to be auto-centered. if the lock is supposed to be harder, it shouldn't be just auto-centered every time, right? You're supposed to be making them work for it a little bit. Now, maybe that's a perk? Like, oh, the more points you have in this, the more likely it is to be like already in the right starting position. Like, maybe that's something. But for it to just be like, oh yeah, there's just, you know, that 20% chance, no matter what your skill level is, it's just auto-centered. Seems kind of weird. It really makes the lockpicking, I was gonna say profession, but the lockpicking, something has lockpicking in it. I don't remember what it is now. Some perk has lockpicking, I'm pretty sure. But it makes it seem like really pointless, is what I was getting at. Where was? I know I saw lockpicking somewhere. I don't know where it would have been. I'm thinking about it though. It's in stealth? I thought something affected your lockpicking. Maybe it didn't. I just really thought I remember seeing something about lockpicking somewhere, and I was just like, that seems dumb. But I don't know what tree that even would have been in. I'm thinking about it. Maybe there's not a lockpicking anything. Is it just a thing that levels? This is what I wanted. Where's... That's what I'm looking for. I'm guessing it's either going to be dexterity or practicality, right? And I just realized that there's not a perception bracket here. Despite there being a skill tree and a stat for it, there's nothing that actually falls in perception. Odd. Anywho. Is it part of theft? So... there is a stat for it, but I don't think there's a tree for it. It was in stealth, so let's look at the skill tree. Let's look at stealth real fast, but I don't think there's actually anything in it for it. Well, I guess stealth is in this one. So it kind of like bundles all that into theft, which, yeah, there's nothing in here for that. So I guess at least there's not any kind of like talent point thing that would affect your lockpicking, which, as easy as it is, that is how it needs to be, because there wouldn't be any reason to waste your points on lockpicking. But yeah, it doesn't look like there actually is anything for lockpicking in here. Not that I'm seeing anyway. If it was gonna be anywhere I would expect to be in well, I expect to be in dexterity and stealth, but for every dexterity is in perception, which is actually other people's perception, not mine. The level of stealth I am would be how bad someone else's perception, not how great my perception. It's an oddity. Odd takes. And again, I feel like perception should have been bow. And stealth should have been dexterity. I get the argument for bows being dexterity. I do. I understand the argument for dexterity being bows. I get that. But if we were just move daggers, actually that's what it should have been. Daggers and hold on. Daggers and bow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would have switched. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they didn't have anything they could put in perception. They're just trying to be like, well, what do we do? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like they kind of like lodged themselves in a hole, and they're just trying to figure out what the fuck they could do about it. I don't think I... Oh. I guess we did take care of this quest. I was gonna say, I don't think we ever found what we're looking for. But I guess we did. That must have been the weird flower golem thing. It's weird that she went like all the way back human. I was expecting to see like a dead dryad on the ground. Not Suddenly the human's back. That seems a little weird. Alright. We need a brain. I'm pretty sure it's from the weird dog centaur man. We just need to find ourselves a weird dog centaur man. Nope, gassed. I was gonna say, there's one. There should be one around here somewhere. Go. Grab. Grab. Is that one? Not the rock. That is literally a rock. I don't know why my compass is yellow. Oh, because I'm in the quest area. That way. There should be one around here somewhere. I remember seeing them. I guess it could be more toward... No, there's one up here. Wrong right track. I need to figure out how to get up here. Didn't mean to activate that. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Right there. Done deal. Let's grab these guys' poisoned weapons because they sell for a good chunk. Unlike their armor. And I think that's all we need over here. Got our aberrant mind up here. Guess we might as well go there now. Looks like we're already roughly going in the right direction too. Oh, these guys have been dead. These guys have been dead. It's fine. We're not concerned about that. Oh, I never see this. Did this reset? Isn't that really weird if I just missed that every time I came through? I could have. Don't be wrong. I could have. It just seems odd. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Fae, maybe? Is this the Fae brain? Fae brain. It's not a monster up here. Cabin? Oh, am I just turning these? I must have gotten all of them. This is where we got the quest, I'm pretty sure. So we're probably just turning them in now. Creepy frog. I managed to find all of them, thank you.
Oh, the brain of a truly unique creature. Though I do pity its existence. Nakalevi are hybrids created by the Red Priests. Certainly a cross between redcaps and goats.
Wait, the Red Priests made those?
Were likely involved in the experiments. Regardless, thank you.
Fucking Red Priests.
Thank you. I trust you took the necessary precautions. The plague is known for its high contagion rate. I must admit, this is an important moment for me, for various reasons. Poor soul. I only hope his consciousness completely vanished, sparing him any awareness of this nightmare. Since the weirdness began to re-emerge, cases like this have sadly become more common. Thank you. I hope that through these studies I can better understand the connection between our biology and the weirdness. So, it seems we're almost done. But I must ask for your help with one last matter.
Oh?
Before we met, I made contact with Dalriata trappers who agreed to get me the brain of an ice weaver. Out of their group, only 2 survived. Let's just say they've been making some threats. We initially planned to meet in a location I could easily access, but after what happened to their folks, they've made some specific demands. Here's the location.
Where
and the
is she
gold I promised
actually
them for the
looking?
task.
Because it looks
Don't
like she's
try to
looking at my
negotiate. The
chest
amount has
and not wanting to
already
look
been
at me in the
agreed
face.
upon.
Well, she did just then. She
Once
leaned
it's
back and
done,
looked at me, but
find me.
this time
I'll
she's
be
not
nearby.
really looking at me, is she?
However, I'd prefer not to attend the meeting. Until next.
A log. A log that permanently increases a stat. Just a log. Everyday log. Don't you worry about it. Alright, where do we need to meet these Darita? Wait, where are we meeting the Darita? They in town? In the shadow. Misgivings. Swords. I'm not seeing my like colored in marker for this quest. Well, guess we just go back to town. Not that quest. Let's go here. The only reason I say not that quest is because I can't figure out who the fuck to turn that into. I was supposed to figure out who to give the belt buckle to, but it's just like, I cannot figure that out.
Something's not right.
Yeah, you're here. That's what's not right. How many times do I have to kill you guys? I just realized I have to go through the fucking cornfields of doom. How much around can we travel before it just looks ridiculous that we're going so far around? Just tired of fighting the children of the corn. Oh, we finally overcovered ourselves. Bag, weapon, garbage? Anyone? These are actually pretty much garbage. Just under. Just under gets us to town at least. Hello, cow. Stuff here real quick. Or sell stuff if we need to. Do we need to talk to anyone over here? Need to talk to him about a bounty. That's the last quest in town, actually. I must not have anything for weird equipment. At this point, I can't figure out who was asking for it. The more I think about it, the more I feel like I might have been a red priest, but I'm not really sure. The staircase, we'll take it. Sell what we can, store the rest.
Always a... Hello there.
Hello, indeed. I want to sell all of the things because I can. I was gonna rob 'em. Keep all that. Keep all that. Sell, 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 sell. Sell. Mana. Sell one. pause all that. We're here. Might as well sell all of this crap. I'm gonna hold on to those. I feel like they might be needed for something. It is carrying around 3 pounds, but just in case. It's like I could have sworn I had like a weird shovel on me, but I don't see it anywhere. It's because it was equipped. And that'll do it. Sorry. Sorry for the seizures. Okay. Equip. Shovel.
What brings you this way?
Hello.
And still not showing up. I'm so confused why that's showing up as being equipped. Guys, drop this. Thank you. Just drop it. I don't fucking care about that shovel. Alright. Anywho. Let's go turn our bounty.
You doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Alright, bounties.
Yes?
I killed the last man.
Sir Renard. What a shame he ended up like this.
Don't get me wrong. It's good that he's dead. He loved dueling so much that he started challenging everyone for any reason. Or none at all.
He must have been a tough opponent. You deserve the reward.
I'll await you.
I don't know why he's awaiting our return. Unless we still need to do the potion thing for him. But at any rate, we're going out here. Oh, that's to the town hall. Well, do we want to go here first? No, I guess we just go ahead and go to the town hall. There's a bunch of stuff we need to do here. I've been putting this off until it's like the last thing I needed to do because it seemed like a lot of quests were going to be ending up here. So it's probably good that we're going there now. I think it's like 4 quests held up with me needing to go here. It's kind of ridiculous.
What a death.
Is there a difference between up and down? Is this the crypt? Ah, this is the crypt. This is even the actual manor. Is it okay for me to be in here? This is stealing. Keep that in mind, this is stealing. Hello, Keeper of the Crypts. How are you today? Fancy helmet you have.
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you. Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided.
You sound like a politician, not a priestess.
There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well.
About that.
The hospital will manage without me for a little while longer. Ailey is more capable than she realizes.
Again, about that.
Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend. The one I couldn't help. You're wondering why I'm here, aren't you? I'm wondering the same. And Fabius is the father, isn't he? The shining star of the Red Church, always playing the savior. Yes, I know about them. Lily was once a devoted follower of the All-Mother. Then that priest seduced her with his word, of course. I feared it would end this way. She's afraid of a scandal, you say? She should be more afraid of being left to fend for herself. Ludger is a fool, barking orders he doesn't even understand.
I got that from him too.
If he tries to interfere, he'll soon learn that the All-Mother's priestesses are not to be trifled with. And so the mess lands at my feet as usual. Fine. I'll help her. Bring me the herbs on this list. I'll do the rest. And remind her that coming to me isn't just salvation, it's protection. The All-Mother guards her own, and Fabius will find no purchase here. Do that, and remind her who's truly looking out for her when all this is over.
Sounds like a she sounds like the fucking mob. All-Mother Mafia. It's kind of going to be like little stories. I know that one family cack when we went to was like little plaques that told like little stories about the people who were buried. Very short, like 2-liners more than anything. Like he served with a shield. Like, you know, just some like flair text more than anything. But and there was like, you know, decorations like specified to them at each one. Like, oh, there's a sword on this one. There's a shield behind this one. These are kind of set up the same. Interesting. I want to know what's on there. With their creepy statue. That's off to the side. That's a passageway if I ever seen one. Somebody get to that passageway? Is there a way? Ah. Here we are. Something goes here. I wonder what it could be. I wonder what could fit here. Anyway. Looks like there's nothing for me to do here at the moment, though. At the very least, we can go ahead and open the door for later. And move on. I'll take that. Alright, I kind of want to talk to the Red Priest. Now we'll go ahead and go up there. Alright. So I think there's 3 quests tied up in here now that I've done. One of them that I didn't realize was under it.
I should stay out of trouble.
Rosemary times 6.
Good to see you. Vitus, you say? Masks, gloves, plague supplies? And guidelines, too. I may not trust the Church's motives, but I won't deny the usefulness of these items. Tell Brother Vitus I received the package, and tell him I'll remember this. Are you now? My, have the paraphernalia of the Dalriata suddenly become fashionable while I wasn't looking? I told Frel the price, 2,000, and that's final.
2,000.
Oh, please. That tablet has been here for ages. What happened to Lady Maeve was tragic, of course, but for someone supposedly well-read...
Alright.
Truly? Well, I suppose there's no accounting for taste. Still,
Better you than Dalriata. She put us in a terrible position, you know. She came here and demanded we hand over part of our treasury, just because it was once theirs. As if we could afford to show any more. We could take the tablet, do whatever you wish with it. I never
Honestly,
hear about it.
Oh hey Garen, how's it going? Honestly, doesn't seem like more of a weakness that you can't part with it. If you're having to cling to it so desperately, doesn't that kind of show more weakness than being like, oh, you need this minor bit of our wealth? I guess you can have the change in our pockets. Like, I think it's more of a power play than, oh, you can't have our precious treasures. Like, let's not have very many treasures then, right? How goes?
Ah, you need something.
Alright, we talked to him, I don't know if there's anybody else I'm going to talk to other than the main guys. I'm doing well, and yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of the whole argument between, like, a millionaire and a billionaire, right? Like, if the treasure is 100,000 and you're a millionaire, that's a substantial part of your money. If you're a billionaire, though, 100,000 is, like, not really anything. At least not to the same, like, to the same extent. I still think this is a door. I still think that is so obviously a door that's not even funny, but I don't know how to open it yet. Later. We'll find out later.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
I've been meaning to talk to you, Garen, actually. That mic you sent, is there software for the mixer or anything? So many doors in this place are sealed. It's kind of weird. Hello, sir. There's one waiting outside that needs to talk to you. I have a letter from husband the merchant. It contains advice on how to resolve the conflict. Let's start with this.
I know. I already asked Anselm to tell her to wait. But Morag's a stubborn one. Honestly, what does she expect me to do? I'm not about to argue the legate over one inn. Not when there are far more pressing matters at hand.
Oh, like what?
I don't doubt that. But Kunart is in a precarious position. I wouldn't be surprised if Denholm shuts the inn down out of fear of rebellion. And I'm hardly in a position to challenge his decision. We all have to endure these inconveniences a little longer.
This is her livelihood we're talking about.
Well, surely she's been given some sort of compensation, hasn't she?
No.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I can see why she's upset. Very well. Tell her she'll be paid part of the damages from my coffers. And I'll speak with Denholm about her situation. When I have the time. I can't offer more than that. As long as this stalemate with Camelot holds, reopening the inn is out of the question. That's my final decision.
I will say that as far as a leader goes, he seems understanding, kind, but yeah, he's scared to make waves in a lot of cases, which is what the townspeople like kind of say is, oh, he never makes a decision, blah, blah, but he's just concerned about making the wrong one. And when you have that much pressure on you, I can understand it.
Does it now? Very well. Tell Osman that...
I don't think there's any software for the
that I thank him for his concern, and that I will take his advice under consideration.
Perfectly neutral answer. It's kind of what I was getting at.
The less attention, the better.
I don't like that the guy just passed. It took me a minute to realize what he said, but I'm pretty sure he said the less attention, the better. What was he doing? What was he doing that he didn't want anybody watching him? Alright, you got some compensation, ma'am.
And? What did he say? But the inn stays closed? Figures. So now instead of standing around here, I'll be stuck at home, hoping those thugs from Camelot will graciously pay what they owe me.
Hey, I'm impressed he's giving you shit out of his
pocket.
pocket.
Nothing, but
yeah.
honestly, It's barely that. Eh? Should have known better than to count on that good-for-nothing lordling. Thank you, stranger.
He
I'm glad at
paid
least
half of
someone
his
here still cares
coffers.
about the common folk.
I mean, I'm shocked he did that. I feel like you should be shocked he did that and not just being like, he did nothing. It's like, yeah, to some extent, yes, but is that really fair? I guess Roz, we need to go back into the under area and see if we can get that last scroll.
Ah, there it is. Ah, yes. Just as I remember. Smooth, intricate, and delightfully enigmatic. Oh, that faint hum. The way it catches the light just so. Oh, I'll treasure it. Perhaps I'll figure out its riddles. And one more thing. My key. You didn't think I'd let... Refusing me?
I didn't really want to like keep the key. I just don't know if I did everything in there. Gonna load. I wasn't expecting to ask for the key yet. At the very least, I don't think there it's so I tried messing today shortly. Plugged in the mixer, plugged in the microphone. The problem is, as far as the settings on the computer, it's only registering the mixer and microphone as 14 volts, 20 something volts, so a lower number than my current one. Current one is like listed as, and I'm just gonna look. Me trying to remember numbers off the top of my head is like painful as hell. Volume mixer, give me a second. Sound scroll. Two channel 16-bit. Sorry, I was saying voltage. I meant bit. A 2-channel 16-bit. When my current one is 24-bit. And I know that's not like a whole bunch, but in me saying that, I can't figure out how to get the settings to be a better quality than I'm already using, which this isn't a good quality microphone I'm using now. It's a good cheap option, but it is a cheap option. And I can hear when I'm looking at the recordings that it's not the best of qualities, obviously. It shouldn't be. I didn't pay for the best of qualities. But I can't seem to get what should be a better microphone to sound better is the thing that's like I'm hung up on. Nice haircut, but thank you. Very kind of you. Because my current microphone's just, you know, and I guess to some extent the mixer goes to my computer with a USB. Even though the microphone to the mixer I'm missing something. Because the microphone to the mixer is, you know, the good old heavy cable cord for audio. But the mixer to the computer is just USB. And the microphone I have is a USB connected microphone. I don't know. Why does it sound worse? It's quieter, and when I do turn it up, it starts like collecting a weird hum that my current microphone doesn't gather. And when I do turn it up that much, it starts sounding not staticky, that's the wrong word for it. It starts sounding not crackly. It gets like a pop's probably the wrong word. I know it's wrong. It's not a pop, but it gets like this weird crackly, staticky kind of pop to it. Whenever the volume's turned up that much on it, the input volume is turned up that much. Yeah. I have no way to fix that though. That's what I'm getting at. I have one slider that that's like very obviously this is increasing the amount of input coming in. The other slider I feel like does absolutely nothing. I wasn't expecting company. That was so loud in my ear, it scared me. The other slider, I can't figure out what the fuck it's doing. It's meant to be very close to your face. I mean, I guess I could eat it. I wasn't expect like. I had it here, is where I had it. Can you see my hand? I'm sorry. I don't. I'll zero. I had it like here, is where I was sitting. Like, into microphone is here. I thought that was gonna be close enough. For reference, my current microphone is here. But that microphone was up to sorry, that was a little close. Was up to here, and I thought that was gonna be good enough, but. And I tried doing it slightly to the side so that it wasn't like, they said don't use it directly in front of you. It'll capture the pops from your vocals. I was like, okay, that's fair, I guess. I'll put it off to the side a little bit. That's no problem. But maybe it wasn't close enough. Maybe that's all it was. I wasn't expecting that I need to like be able to lick the microphone, I guess is what I was getting at. Be happy to take a look after stream if you want. I don't know how to show you after stream. I guess I can like pop my camera off and we can like hop into a chat and I can kind of like move my camera around and show you what I'm like looking at. I guess is the way we can do that. Without it being like software based, it's all like hardware, right? I'm just like running around aimlessly. What the fuck are we doing? Petition for the Lord. Oh, right. We had to load. I remember now.
And
we wanted to go back. We wanted to go back into Undertown to see what that one passage was. I forgot we loaded. I forgot we loaded the game. I think Undertown was in this direction. My current mic is like 2 or 3 inches from my face, so.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything helps.
So you're like almost you're almost licking distance. So you're basically licking distance now. It's like 30 degrees right of center. Yeah. That's about how mine was. I can't see shit. That's what I'm looking for. I did not see this chest the first time. Mad Dog. Come and get your Mad Dog now. Down at your local liquor store. I forget, is Mad Dog an actual brand, or am I remembering something weird from, like, Cyberpunk? Where have I heard the brand Mad Dog for alcohol before? What the fuck is this shitty ad? Okay, we can get back that way. Oh, that was an Audible commercial. Wow, that was bad. That was a bad commercial. All right. What's going on with this? I just didn't go down this path earlier, and I really wanted to see what was over here. Oh, more undead. Ooh, there's like a cult of undead. Again, random slow-mo in the middle of combat. Kind of annoying. Came from that way, so there's a little staircase here. Wait, or is this the way we came from? This is the way we came from. The other one leads to that drop point. I'm guessing this leads to that little wall that we could jump down from. Is my guess here. Yep. Drop point. All right. Oh, hello, sir. going, but... Where's that guy following me? Where'd he come from? Alright, nothing, nothing, nothing. So we have this way. Hello, weird gathering of... Servant of the Right. Oh, he's just dead. He's just dead. I mean, he was just a servant. Ritual Blade, Ritual Mask. Bloodstained bullshit. Just another undead. This little gathering here. Scroll of Flame. Take that. Scroll of Truth. We'll take that. And I think we have all the scrolls. I found something that might interest Cyan. I can tell her what I have discovered. Alright, so we did need to come back here. Now we can go turn that key back. I had nothing against turning the key into the guy. I just didn't want to leave the rest of these scrolls down here. I didn't think we had found all of them, and indeed we did not. Looks like nothing else is down here, though. So let's go... Now let's go talk to Filth. We'll turn that item in. Also, so hyped for the Chocobos, and they better have Final Fantasy themes for... Oh, like music? Man, I didn't even think about like the I didn't even think about there being that music when I was writing it. I was just happy to finally have something that looked like a Chocobo actually look like a Chocobo. Yeah, I guess having the music would be pretty neat too. Didn't really consider it at the time. I suppose that would be pretty neat as well. I would be, if it didn't, I think I'd still be okay with it. I'm pretty stoked that there's like awesome little Chocobos. Oh god, I was clenching my butt there. I thought I was gonna hit something and die on the way down. But yeah, I mean, I don't recognize the monster that they're using for the new hunt that comes with the Final Fantasy crossover. It just looks like some generic little, I forgot what that faction's called in Final Fantasy. But it just looks like some generic little four-legged crawler robot. It doesn't look like anything iconic, really. Unless you want to, like, I mean, I guess Chocobos are iconic and common. So I guess it could be iconic in like, the sense of the word. But it doesn't look like a boss from Final Fantasy. He just looks like a monster from Final Fantasy. It's very Final Fantasy 14. Which one's for? That's the online one, right? In which case, yes. Whatever faction that is that shows up in Final Fantasy 14, it's very much that. The ones that have like the two-legged walker tanks, like the Eggman robots. I really don't know how to describe those things. Basically, it's like a little two-leg AT-AT, but your body sticks out of the top of it, you know? Like some Eggman contraption driving device. Actually, it's legitimately Tells and Eggman's kind of robotics that they use for the battle games. They were on the Dreamcast. Like 100%. Sleep. We level? Nope. Do we have things to talk about? Oh. I think it is maybe. The faction is very heavy in the online. Yes. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen that faction in another game. I'm not sure if I have or not. We need to sleep, 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 we need to sleep. I don't know where he was, but... Alright, we still have a chance to talk. The All-Mother and her priests must have seen better days.
Like many things in Avalon, it seems. But yes, they used to be quite influential. Sometimes unnervingly so. As you can imagine, we didn't always see eye to eye.
I still really love this voice actor.
I couldn't allow people to openly disagree with me, no matter the influence they thought they held among my subjects. The temple's representatives didn't approve of my use of the weirdness during the war. I decided that such opposition deserved punishment.
Iron Fist. Silencing voices is tyranny. Yep. Although they were at war, but still, like...
Sometimes it's necessary. And that was one of those times. In times of war, a leader cannot appear weak, cannot afford to look uncertain.
To some small extent, I get that.
Call it what you like. But war demands obedience, not debate.
There's better ways to go about it. There really is. And sometimes it's, you know, just having faith in your people. But I get it. You're at war. You don't want to take the risk. Iron Fist, which honestly usually has negative consequences that you don't really have time to deal with during times of war anyway. Which kind of leads that famous saying, we can't do it right the first time, but we can do it time and time again. Don't want to put in the effort to do the proper thing the very first time, you're gonna be working on it forever, and it's gonna cause you problem after problem. Alright, let's go turn in our key. That's not returning the key. I lost slightly. I guess I need to be up there. That's the tower I need to get into, I'm pretty sure. I just need to figure out where I need to get into. There we go. We're gonna get there eventually. No, this isn't the right tower. This is the wrong tower. Or I'm coming to the tower in the wrong direction. I don't know. Is there another tower in this town? No, this is definitely the wrong place. I'm just very confused on where the fuck I was talking to that guy.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
I'm an outcast.
I thought we were running into the base of that tower, but that doesn't seem right. Some building that's accessible from like a weird angle. What's this place? Nothing. That place is nothing. That way. Is it the circle of this thing? Is there a hole in it somewhere? This has to be down below. Ah, there it is. There isn't a broken tower. Okay. No, I don't think he's an undead.
Filth. But no, that would be too much. The streets belong to everyone. Filth. Both a name and a title. There were people who made filth aware of my own filthiness. Let it feel special. And beautiful. First and foremost, I am filth. And filth is at your service. Heavy souls don't rest so heavy on filth.
Alright.
Ah, there it is.
Alright, remember I heard this dialogue. What's so special about it? Blah, blah, blah. Here you go.
Ah, good, good. You're someone who understands balance. Give and take is the way of the world after all.
Swift stride boots. Increase movement speed multiplier by 25%. 11 dexterity though. That's a pretty insane move. That's just all the time. A 25% movement speed increase all the time. I feel like I should just buy these boots just to have them, just in case. Increase health regen by 0.2. I'm gonna buy these boots. It's only 2K. I probably have enough shit on me to make that back up, right? Or not. Or not. I'd even look see what this stuff did. Takes 3 in everything. Increases max stamina, health, and mana by 10. Increases incoming damage by 50. Decreases incoming hits. Why in the fuck? I love when there's these stupid weapons. They're like, do you really want to punish yourself? Do you really want to play a game harder than it needs to be? Here, have this weapon that kills you. Like, increases incoming damage by 50%, decreases incoming healing by 50%. You take more damage and heal for less. And if this is a dagger, it has a really high base damage for a dagger. Which might be the trade-off here. But if it's a sword, it's just straight garbage. Yeah, I don't have anything to sell, actually. But at any rate, we bought the shoes. Who cares? Is this a dagger? I guess it would have said it on the thing, right? Wait, do daggers say it on the thing? They don't, never mind. How do we hold it? If they're crossed, they're daggers. They're daggers. Okay, so that is actually a really high base damage on a dagger. Which is a trade-off there. It just has a higher flat number than average. But no. I don't feel like taking more damage. I die basically in one hit to everything, so let's not play that game. Up off stuff real quick. Drop it off, keep all that, drop. Drop. Good. Everything else is good. All right. What else needs to be done in town? Special crew cat. Claw me 3. Yes, please. We need to turn that into.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Those crates are 30 pounds. I am tired of carrying these 30-pound crates on me. I don't know what suddenly changed where I can turn this in.
It's always a pleasure to see you. Go
Not this guy. Must be middleman. Hello, middleman. It is done. He received the package. Get Plagueborn Mask. Lily mentioned that Lyra has been following her. Did you put him up to it? Lily's in a difficult position. She needs a way out. Can you help her? Nope. We'll do the second one, but first we're doing this.
Good. Anselm is not an easy man to sway, but with this gesture, we've planted the seeds of trust. Here's your reward. The tides of Connacht are shifting. Ludger? He's an eager one, isn't he? Now, let's call it, misplaced zeal. I may have suggested he keep an eye on matters, but harassment, that wasn't my idea. You must understand, I need to know what's happening with Fabius and his little indiscretions. Ludger's enthusiasm may have gotten the better of him, but his intentions were noble.
She's terrified. What do you have to say about that?
That's unfortunate. Not my intention at all. This girl is an innocent caught in Fabius's web. I don't wish her harm. I only wanted to observe the truth. If Ludger has overstepped, I'll rein him in. We wouldn't want to give Fabius any ammunition against us.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about.
But it seems you're
not
more
the
than
woman.
an idle observer yourself. Tell me, why are you so interested in Lily's plight?
I don't want to tell him that. I don't want to tell him that at all. I shut my mouth and I walk away. Damn it. I can't even escape to, like, load.
Ah, yes. The poor girl caught in the web of Fabius's ambitions. But tell me, do you really think a man so fond of sermons would keep to his vows? Oh, it's not about belief. It's about seeing clearly. Fabius is a careerist, my dear friend. Other people are merely pawns in this game, but there is a way to set things right. Help me, and I will ensure Lily has a fresh start. A simple thing. The truth. Lily must formally report Fabius for breaking his vows. You'll be compensated, of course. A purse of coin for your trouble.
And what happens to her?
Wise choice. And remind her that truth carries weight. Go then. And should...
Well, I'm definitely giving her a bunch of options.
Vitus, that wretch. I always knew he hated me, but to stoop so low as to use an innocent woman and a child, no, I won't give him the satisfaction of seeing me broken. He won't take my family away from me.
Oh, he might have
I'll take
come
you
around.
away, and we'll leave this place. Thank you for telling me about Vitus's plans.
And the chair is empty. Is that why we slowly pan to it without my consent?
Keep poking around.
Well, I'm proud of him for coming around. The question is, where was she? She's... this house, maybe? I don't remember what house that she lived in. This is the wrong house. Or maybe it's not. No, it is the wrong house. You're the one looking for money.
So? Close the door.
You're the one that needs the money. It must be this one. No, this is just... wait, is this the church or is that the church? Where the fuck's the church? Nope, that's this guy. Pretty sure she lives when the house is down here. Maybe she's on the first floor then. Ah.
Watch over us, now and in the hour of darkness. Oh, by the All-Mother. You start with me. Oh, it's not your fault. Ever since the weirdness took my husband, I have no family left. Thank you, dear. That's very kind of you. Here, take this. It's a charm I made. May the goddess watch over you. No. But thank you, dear. If you ever find yourself passing this way again, if the All-Mother wills it.
Oh, she went with the All-Mother pendants. I kind of figured that's what she was about to give me, but... you never know. Seriously, though, what house did that chick live in? Two houses there. There's two houses here. We didn't check this one. Abandoned, so it's definitely not that one. That's the church. What's this? So many places I haven't, like, looked into. Hi, I have no idea who you are.
Frescoes, sculptures, sometimes paintings.
I like her shirt,
the ruins. A lie to distract from the suffering. Go on in, if you've got time to spare, and nothing better to do.
Ah, she's a furnisher.
You bought a house in Kunat, even though everyone else is leaving. As for helping you decorate, I have to decline.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't see the point.
Yeah.
You mean go out with my head held high? Face the end and laugh in its face? There's something seductively romantic in that vision. Like shouting into the oncoming void. All right. I'll take the commission.
Cool.
People have lived on Avalon for 600 years. How does art stop that? I want to do something. I was an artist for, what, 15, 16 years? At best, art lets you forget the world for a moment.
Yeah, this is our vendor for this town for buying shit for a house that is way too expensive to buy. At least the furniture is cheap. Like, I would be interested in seeing how, like, the housing works in this game. Like, how you place furniture and all that, but, dude, the houses... Even just a shack in Act 1 was, like, 200,000 or something, which I... Something? Like... Maybe it was only 20,000, but I still don't even have that much, and I'm, like, halfway through Act 2. And I don't really buy that much. Every so often I'll buy like a piece of armor because it seems interesting. For the most part, I'm not really running around buying a bunch of shit, and I do sell a lot. Granted, I haven't taken the bartering feat of any kind, so I'm missing out on a lot of extra money I could be making, but still. Like, to not really have any money... And houses should be expensive, I guess. I mean, there is the argument that it's a house. Shouldn't it be expensive? Like, yes. But, I mean, a shack in the starting area, I wouldn't expect to be that expensive.
Didn't expect company.
It's the wrong person, too. At some point, I'm going to find the house that has only a woman in it. Like, why are there so many single female ladies here? Why are they all in shacks on a, like, on a, well, a shack on top of a house? Like, weird shantytown vibes. Seriously, where the fuck? No? Let's go over this way, then.
I wasn't expecting company.
Oh, right, your letter.
Again. Oh, how Ha! You see? I always say when someone speaks sense, even a lord perks up his ears. Good work.
Sure. Why not? Burden. Oh, her. Right, the tablet.
Hello again. Aye, it would be. Delrida know how to work stone in the most intricate way. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you not to part with it just yet. The stone wardens are waiting for it, but it's far, and you're very strong. Here's the reward I promised. Welcome. Thanks for...
Still need to figure out where the fuck I can find a crafting table in this town. And soloing AT with Duna, and I still don't get one level. I mean, leveling can't be that easy, right? Wish I could remember what house was that chick's. Maybe it was this one? Ah, finally. That's the name we're looking for. Yeah, okay, they're gone. They skedaddled. That's good. Unless he took them somewhere to kill them. Hopefully not the case. But, I mean, from what it sounds like it turned out for that mission, I think that was a good outcome. Alright, so we need to go talk to her about those weird scrolls we found. I need to remember the safest way to get down there. Is there a crafting table right here? Yes. Awesome. I need to make a necklace. That necklace. Done. Increase critical chance by 15%. That might be what I just start wearing. That said, there is some armor in here I need to make at some point. I need to go double check, see which armor it is. Just to get some old quests out of my log. Physical damage by 5%. You get more level XP from lucky tickets. Do you get? I have no idea.
What is it now? And? What was inside? You mean the old street level?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, I didn't think this place had anything like that. But this, oh, this is fascinating.
Also found some scrolls written by Nemoon about Merlin and the local men here.
Ah, damn. Definitely not thrilled about that. Best you bring them to Denholm. Here's your reward.
Everything to Denholm, huh? Definitely take him to him real quick. Probably the last thing we're doing today. I just realized what time it was. So we'll go turn these in. Be right back. I can close bed. No problem, man. I will probably be off by the time to get back, but I will be on the chat about the microphone. Denholm's the other way. Denholm is somewhere. Where is my map marker? This way. I don't know how like a bright... It's not bright. I don't know how a colored symbol is so hard to spot sometimes. I guess since they overlap, that could probably... But... Hello.
What? Where did you even get these? So you're telling me that beneath Kunacht, there's even more Kunacht? Full of forbidden knowledge? How did you even stumble on a place like that? The one I specifically asked her to leave alone. And I suppose her leave will be delayed. And
Whoops.
Thank you for bringing this to me. But next time, I'll await your...
That might have been unintended. I kind of didn't realize we weren't supposed to tell him that part. She's probably mad at us. We're gonna go see how mad at us she is. I don't know if it really matters if she's mad at us, but she's probably pretty mad at us.
You just can't keep away. Are you really that desperate for me to send you crawling through some old tunnel?
But what if I like crawling through tunnels? How much parkour is in this game? Is there a decent chunk on... So... There's a lot of like weird like little mini jump puzzles in this game. But... the platforming, due to the weird nature of a lot of like... Can you stop, you piece of shit? Holy crap. The way that like the rocks are made... They have like awkward invisible walls because their look isn't always identical to the rig, I don't think. So you try and jump up onto something, half the time something that should be makeable isn't. And it's very awkward. And it makes jumping across to certain things when you're just kind of exploring really annoying because it might just be like you hit an invisible wall and you fall to your death. But there is some mild jump puzzle-y stuff in this game. It's just kind of countered by like the weird riggings of a lot of the like random rocks, specifically rocks that are in the game as well.
Well, you know me. I'm a reasonable woman. I'm sure we can figure something out. Why don't you meet me in my tent after I finish up here? We can both make sure we walk away satisfied. Now,
those kinds of caverns. I see what's happening.
Then you're in dire need of someone to show you there are better ways to... Why don't you meet me in my tent? If you're that fond of getting dirty, I'm sure I can...
That was way more straight up. And I understood the first one. You know what? Who am I with? I'm sorry, but I'm with someone. Straight lie.
Well then, at least I'll have something to look forward to.
And with that, I think it's a good place to end. Oh, man. We got a bit done today. We've started getting back on quests. We filled out a lot of the side quests in this chapter. And I think tomorrow we can actually get to the main quest, which will be good. And then at some point we'll need to go back to the starting area again. But we can worry about that. Gotta let her down easy. I'm a really bad liar. I'm a really, really bad liar. Alright, exit game. Yes. Alright. Like I said, I will be back on tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central. We will continue the playthrough of Tainted Grail. We should be done with the side quests at this point for the most part and be moving on to the main quest for this chapter, which is a long time coming. I feel like I've been stuck exploring Act 2 for like a month, honestly. I mean, I've only played this game for about, 6 to 9 hours a week, so still, I'm already at 70 hours in this game. I'm in Act 2. Like, I'm probably spending way too much time looking around the map and finding all the knickknacks, but that's how I play games. I get my dollars amount out of RPGs like this. And it gives me time for them to come out with their fixes for Act 3, which come out at the end of this month. So in a couple of weeks, they should have they're supposed to have their update for Act 3. Now, whether or not they hit that deadline, I'd rather it be done right than be done early. I haven't heard any announcements on that outside of it, but at any rate, like I said, I'm out of here. So, hope you enjoyed. Please follow, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.